When we think about dominance in the NBA, we usually imagine speed. Explosiveness. High-flying dunks. Raw athletic power overwhelming defenders. But what if the most dominant player in the league barely jumps higher than anyone else? What if his greatest weapon is not his body, but his mind? Nikola Jokić is not just an MVP. He is proof that intelligence can be more dangerous than athleticism. Nikola Jokić was born on February 19, 1995 in Sombor, a small town in Serbia. Not Belgrade, not a global basketball hotspot. Just a quiet, ordinary place. He grew up in a modest family with his two older brothers. He loved horses. He loved spending time outside. And at one point, he even loved Coca-Cola a little too much. Nothing about his early years screamed future NBA superstar. He wasn't a viral sensation. He wasn't dominating youth tournaments with highlight plays. In fact, he looked average. As a teenager, Jokić did not impress scouts physically. He wasn't shredded. He wasn't fast. He wasn't explosive. There were players who jumped higher. Players who ran faster. Players who looked more NBA ready. But very few of them saw the game the way he did. Jokić had something rare. He could process the floor instantly. He understood spacing naturally. He anticipated movements before they happened, while others reacted. He predicted. And that difference changes everything. His professional career began with Mega Basket in Serbia. That's where he started shaping his identity as a completely different kind of center. He wasn't just a big body near the rim. He handled the ball. He initiated offense. He created for teammates. Even in Europe, it was clear. He wasn't playing like a traditional big man. He played slowly. Calmly. Under control. And sometimes, it looked like he was playing at his own rhythm. A rhythm nobody else fully understood. In 2014, Jokić declared for the NBA draft. He wasn't projected as a lottery pick. He wasn't surrounded by hype. When the Denver Nuggets selected him with the 41st pick, the moment wasn't even shown prominently on television. It happened quietly. No spotlight. No dramatic handshake. No big expectations. Just a second-round pick from Serbia. At that time, nobody was saying, "This is a future MVP." When Jokić arrived in Denver, he didn't look like a franchise cornerstone. He didn't dominate with athleticism. He didn't overpower opponents with speed. But something started to become clear. The offense flowed better when the ball went through him, and that is extremely rare for a center. Instead of building the system around a point guard, Denver began building it around a big man. Playmaking center. Jokić didn't rush. He didn't force shots. He studied the defense. He waited for mistakes. He manipulated positioning. He plays basketball like a strategist. Jokić does not beat defenders with speed. He beats them with timing. He reads double teams before they fully arrive. He sees weak side rotations instantly. He understands angles that most players never even notice. Sometimes it feels like he is playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. When defenders expect a shot, he passes. When they anticipate a pass, he scores. And he does it all without dramatic movements. No wasted energy. No panic. Just control. His pace is one of his greatest weapons. He slows the game down. He forces defenders to think instead of react. He creates hesitation. And hesitation in the NBA is deadly. Because at the highest level, 1 second of doubt is enough. Jokić thrives in that space. In 2021, he wins the NBA Most Valuable Player award for a 41st pick. That alone is extraordinary. But what makes it even more impressive is how he did it. He didn't reinvent himself to fit the league. He didn't suddenly become hyper-athletic. He stayed the same. And the league adjusted to him. That is the mark of true greatness. What makes Jokić unique is not just his passing ability. It's his decision-making. Every touch has intention. Every movement has purpose. He rarely forces plays. He rarely wastes possessions. He understands that basketball is a game of patterns, and he knows how to break them. His no-look passes are not flashy for attention. They are efficient. His floaters are not dramatic. They are calculated. Even his body language is different, while others celebrate wildly. Jokić often stays calm, almost indifferent, because for him, the game is not about emotion. It's about solutions. Jokić represents a shift in basketball philosophy, For years, the league prioritized athletic dominance. Speed.v, RTICLITY.EXPLOSIV and ESS. But he proved that skill and intelligence can control the modern NBA. He showed that a center can be the brain of the operation, that vision can be more powerful than vertical leap, that anticipation can beat raw speed. His story is not about overnight success. It is about development. Step by step. Year by year. Improving conditioning. Improving awareness. Improving leadership. He transformed from an overlooked second-round pick into one of the most impactful players of his generation. Not through hype, but through understanding. From Sombor to the NBA, from the 41st pick to MVP, from too slow to unstoppable, Nikola Jokic changed how we define dominance, not with noise, not with flash, but with intelligence. In a league built on speed and spectacle, he became a symbol of patience and control, and maybe that's why he is so difficult to stop, because you can't outplay someone who is always one step ahead.